Hi guys, this is Superior Wolf here, and I'm going to be commenting on this game. This is White-rA, the Protoss versus Entourage, who is Oversky. Oversky is in the Korean progaming team, Air Force Ace. He is in the military Air Force for Korea. He's a very competent Zerg. You can see he's spawning on Python's 8 o'clock position, or 9 o'clock position. Right now we see White-rA as the green Protoss, spawning in as the green Protoss, as I said, at the 3 o'clock position. Now Oversky sometimes has these really innovative spurs. For one time he actually did a proxy hatchery against a Terran, and it worked quite well in the Pro League. So I'd be hoping to see something like that today. But if not, it'll be fine too, because I'm expecting this game to be quite entertaining regardless. Palan going up right here at the natural for White-rA. White-rA will be doing a fast expand this game. Pro going out to scout 6 o'clock. And so far, no cheese, no proxy gate. White-rA, he was in the TSL and he placed quite high. And he's very, very good. One thing to note is he's probably one of the older players in the scene today. He's probably actually the oldest. I don't know his actual age, but I believe it's somewhere between 30 and 40, which is extremely old for the StarCraft scene. 12 hatch going up for Oversky right now. Very standard. Second scouting probe going out for White-rA as well. Lately this has been happening a lot, where the Protoss sends a second probe scout just in case, because you never know what can happen, and you know, a couple minerals lost of mining time really isn't going to affect you too much. Scouting probe going back, and Oversky sending a drone out just to make sure there's no chance of a cannon rush, which would be really annoying. So a couple drones being made right now for Oversky. As well, because of a 12 hatch and long distance cross positions, White-rA will be able to 14 Nexus, as well as getting a gateway before cannons. So he's really going to be able to get a little bit of an advantage right there, but it's really not too big of an advantage. Gateway's going up. As well, the third hatchery is now going up for White-rA. White-rA actually at this point, he waited until his spawning pool was finished, and then he quickly made all of his larvae into drones. When a Protoss player would see that, they would probably think you're making Zerglings. So a little cool trick there, maybe forcing White-rA to get cannons a little bit earlier than he normally would have. Not too big of a deal though. Extractor is also going up right now. Probes should be main-erding soon. Cannons are now finishing. The extractor is also done. Koreans typically have a way different playstyle than the foreigners in this matchup. Foreigners like to get quick +1 carapace and quick +1 attack if they're Protoss. And Zerg would get the +1 carapace to counter that, of course. But for Korean programmers, it's all about mechanics, timing. So they generally do not do that. You can see layer before speed, which is not something a foreigner would usually do. As well, they get very late upgrades as the Zerg. So it's going to be quite interesting to see how the foreigner playstyle and the progamer playstyle will clash. Zealot coming out. It'll go and check if there's going to be an expansion at 11 o'clock, which there will be, as Oversky is making it right now. Few Zerglings out, just going to try and kill those pesky probes right there. +1 is also getting upgraded for White-rA right now. This is a huge indicator of a +1 speed zeal rush, which is a very, very common build for the foreigners. It really generally involves the Protoss getting +1 plus speed on their zealots, and then they'll get maybe 3 to 4 gateways in addition to their first gateway. And what I've been seeing a lot from Zergs, Korean pro Zergs right now, they get a Spire and a Hydralisk at the same time. What I really like about this is the Hydralisk come in time to protect the Overlords from any type of weird, not really weird, but those scouting Corsairs that can try and harass you. As well, you'll get a couple of Scourge to kill off those Corsairs, and from there you can really do anything. You can do 4-hat mass Hydra, you can go Lurkers, or you can go Mutas. So it really opens up a lot of tech routes for you, as well as confusing the Protoss player. And you can see right now, Hydras are being made for Oversky as well as Hydra speed. He does notice the +1 upgrading, and 4-hat Hydra is generally a very nice counter to the +1 speed zeal, because it will encounter the zealots before their +1 finishes and their speed finishes. For this Korean variation, they finish at about the same time, but the good thing about Hydras is that in low numbers, zealots are not very effective against ranged units, regardless of upgrades. Little clash going on here. Oversky wisely backs off. He does not want to waste any excess amount of units right now. Right now, he's just sort of preventing White-rA from being able to get to his 4th base.